So, I don't know how to work this. Alright, here we go. I want to make a video about, things going on today. And I struggled a lot with, I still try to find myself, but, you know, especially when you grow up and people are always telling you what to be or who to be. As a woman, we go through that. We're taught that we have to be pretty and smart and motherly and like a little bit of everything, and sometimes that's a lot of pressure for someone. And I just want to say, be yourself and forget the expectations that people have. You don't need to wear 100 pounds of makeup. You don't need to work out 30 times a day to be pretty. And you don't need to be, popular or have 100 friends. You don't need to have 100 followers on Instagram. You just need to be yourself and everything is going to be okay. You know, I feel like the more you're closer to yourself, sometimes you're not going to fit in as much because, a lot of people have that pack mentality in society where everybody wants to be like, oh, me too, me too, me too, because they want to fit in with each other. But when you're yourself and you're true to yourself, you can't really gel with everybody because, that's how it is. And I really hate small talk because I feel like that's the kind of society that we live in today. We don't really want to get to know people personally. We just want to have a beer with them and talk about the weather and the Yankees. But I want to know if you're going to be my friend. I want to know what's your biggest fear. What are you afraid of? What is your biggest thing? What do you want to do with your life? Are you really living for living or are you just getting by? And I think a lot of us just live to get by. Are we really alive in the moment, making the most? I can say that I try to push myself, but I beat myself up because I'm not living in the moment. I make decisions gearing me towards these things, and sometimes I shrink back at fear. And I think we should totally fuck fear and just fly or sink. And if you fall, get back up again. I fall in a lot of times, but I keep getting up. And I might curl away and retreat in my house for a few days or a few weeks, in pain from everything. But eventually I arise and I go out there and I try again. I think the worst thing is knowing that something doesn't work for you relationship wise, with a job or a career, whatever, and you just never want to change it. You accept the defeat and you just, because that's easier than giving up everything that you know to go find what you're looking for. But I mean, that's living in defeat already. So I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Just having faith everything works out because I'm just trying to be true to myself. I'm trying to find myself. And this is the hardest thing I've ever done. I feel like I'm 25 and I just was born again. And I'm just having this new life to start all over again. And it's like every few years I remake myself. And I think that's the beauty of growing up. I think that's the beauty of always trying to find yourself, of always bettering yourself. Every few years, every year, whatever, I adopt new ideas. I throw others out. I try to change my lifestyle, and I'm always constantly searching for something, something better, something more suitable to me, something brilliant. I'm always reinventing myself, and I think that's the beauty of humanity. We are born with these evolutionary traits, and that's why everything in us is always pushing us forward to kind of be these kind of nomads. You know, some of us are always, I don't know, I think in my genes, that's what I have. It's just that nomadic feeling that I'm always looking for something. I'm never complete, I'm never satisfied, and I'm thirsty for adventure to see what's out there. And, you know, only the strong survive, and I just want to push myself to that limit, which is definitely really, really hard. But when you're trying to live your life for yourself and not for other people, um, that's what you have to do, because sometimes we live our lives for other people's approval, or because they have an idea of what our lives should be like, or society too. And we have to learn how to shut that all away and start living our lives for us, finding the things that make us happy. But these are just the thoughts, you know, these are just the things I think about all the time, and maybe I'm just a weird girl. Good night.